Hello, ladies. All right, I'm so super excited because it's Saturday and I have the house to myself. I have so many things that I did today, and I cannot wait to tell you guys about all of them. Let's talk about our nutrition because we're going to go back to the 30-day thing. And today I want to talk about timing and about how timing is just about as important as what you're actually eating, which seems ridiculous. It seems like that doesn't make any sense at all. But if you think about when you eat and what you're eating at what time that you're eating, chances are pretty good you're not being mindful. You're not eating intuitively, like what we talked about yesterday. And so today I literally just want to tell you that you need to slow down and think about what you're doing. Like that can just be the whole rule when it comes to what you're eating, what you're putting into your body, what you're drinking, all of that stuff. Making sure we're doing it with intention and we're doing it because we're hungry or because a certain reason, whatever that reason may be for you. However, I don't want you to do it just because that's the way you've always done it. You've heard me say it a million times before. That is the most dangerous sentence that's ever been said in the history of sentences. This is the way that we've always done it. Like that actually doesn't make a difference to me. Like it doesn't matter at all that you think that you need to eat breakfast at 8 o'clock in the morning. I always used to think that too. So I would get up, I would make a pot of coffee and I would make breakfast. And then I would be like, well, I'm super full. So now I don't want to go for a run. So then it would get pushed out and then it would be 10 o'clock in the morning and it's 95 degrees outside. Well, I'm not going to go running when it's 95 and sunny and there's no shade on the trail where I run. And so I really started thinking about, and this is like over the course of probably like 3 or 4 years, thinking about when I'm eating and why I'm eating and all of those things. But really this summer, it kind of occurred to me because I don't know if I'm like just jabbering. If you've ever heard of intermittent fasting, there's multiple different ways to do it. But the way that I have found that works for me, and don't take this advice meaning that you have to do it. I don't follow like a rule book. I don't have like my sister, she does intermittent fasting too, which is what made me realize that like maybe that's an option for me. She has an app in her phone and she tracks when she eats and what she eats and whatever. And then it tells you like how long since you last ate. And she has a certain goal. Like I don't eat within, I don't even know what it is, like 14 hours or 18 hours or something. I don't do that. I don't like, to me, that's like rigid, like a diet, and that just stresses me out and I don't want to do that. However, I have noticed that if I stop eating like after dinner time, usually for me, I get like the munchies at night. And so I'm very cautious about what I eat. And sometimes, let's be real, it's like a big handful of trail mix and like chocolate chips. And sometimes that's fine. A lot of times it's like chips and salsa, probably not the best option. But I just try to be mindful of it. And I give myself grace too. Also, like if I want to eat chips and salsa, I'm going to eat some freaking chips and salsa. I'm not going to make myself feel bad about it. As long as it's like within reason. If I'm doing it every single night, then yeah, I'm probably going to stop myself. Because I know that after a while, eating that stuff makes me feel bad. If I have it every once in a while, it doesn't affect me at all. It's honestly not that big of a deal. But you have to get to know your own body. And so that is literally what we talked about yesterday. Stepping back, slowing down, taking out the journal if that's what you need to do and writing it down, or taking a picture with your phone and just reminding yourself like, okay, well, it's 10:45. I could be going to bed, but instead I'm standing here eating chips and salsa. What's going on? What am I feeling? Why do I feel like I need to eat right now? Maybe am I just thirsty and have a glass of water? Just really starting to focus and pay attention to what you're eating, when you're eating it, and why. So the one thing that I do want to talk about, and I interrupted myself, is breakfast, because breakfast, the actual meaning of breakfast is to break your fast. So it's like what you eat in the morning to come out of your fast. And so I don't think a lot of people realize how important that fasting is. And you need to have a certain number of hours where you're not consuming anything, because that's when your body is breaking it down and it's digesting and it's resting. Like you're letting literally your physical being, like all of your organs, everything, rest in the evening into the morning. Whatever time you wake up really does not make a difference. But just know that you don't have to eat right when you wake up just because you think that you have to eat, just that's what you've always done. Because in my running and what I've realized this summer is if I get up, even if I drink, and I do drink coffee every single day, like that's just a non-negotiable for me. But I drink water, whatever, and I go for a run. When I get back, I'm usually not even hungry until almost lunchtime. Well, why am I eating if I'm not even hungry? And I think, especially as Americans, we do that. Like, we see food and we eat it, and we just assume like it's lunchtime, so we should probably go out for lunch, and it's breakfast time, so I should probably eat breakfast. Well, what do you think of when you eat breakfast? Like bacon, ham, eggs, sausage, cheese, bread. Think about that. Like, do you want to be putting that into your body every single day? Sometimes, yes, for sure. However, it's not something that needs to happen every single day. So brainstorming what you're eating and when you're eating it, and like I always tell my clients, and almost all of them hate it, is add 1 serving of vegetables to every meal of your day, and you will lose weight. Like, you just will, because you will be full from eating the vegetables, and you won't be adding the other things, and you won't be eating as much, and it keeps you full longer. So that's all I'm going to talk about today. Just think about what you're doing. Don't do things just because you think that's the way that it's supposed to be. And just be mindful. Slow down. Like, take a step back and like wonder, why am I doing this? Why am I eating this? What am I feeling? What am I thinking? And then if you at that point are still like, yes, I'm going to eat this brownie at 11 o'clock at night and no one's going to fucking stop me, then more power to you, sister. Eat your brownie. However, if you know that it's going to make you feel bad and you're like, fuck it, I'll just eat nice tomorrow, I'll be like the good little girl tomorrow, and you're doing it with an attitude, that is your answer. Okay, I love you. I'm so super excited. Let me know if you have questions, if you have things that you think that I should be adding to this fantastic celebration that we're going to be having. Also, if you're watching this and you have not yet commented on the post with the different pictures that where I listed like all the things that I have going on right now, if you haven't posted on there about any of it, if you just would like it or love it or leave a comment, or also if you want to send me a private message, that would be fine too. A lot of you are seeing and not doing anything with the information. Yeah, this information, like, it might seem like silly and trivial to you. Like talking about the timing of what you're eating might not seem really important in the grand scheme of your life, but all of the things that I'm talking about in these 30 days are all things that I have like stopped to consider, slowed down, and gotten really mindful about. And it is literally where my confidence and my self-love comes from. And it is why my business continues to grow, because I took the time to do this work. And yeah, the timing of what you're eating might not be super deep spiritual work, not moving the energy out so you can attract more clients and whatever. But I promise you, if you are nourishing your body and you are using the food that you eat and the beverages that you drink as fuel and not just to numb out, your life is going to change. And yes, that does have to do with your personality and your mood and your community and your family and your kids and your potential clients and your current clients and your future clients. It's all relative. It all matters. So I just don't want to see you guys look at this and go, I don't really give a shit about what time I eat breakfast. I'm so busy. I have no like interest in watching a live stream about that. You might want to think about your words and slow down and think about what you said. And then you might want to watch the fucking webinar or live stream, because it all matters and it is all important. And yeah, that's my rant for the day. I love you guys so much. I will talk to you tomorrow.